It's week 3 of the NFL.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. Down the sideline he goes. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's 2nd leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Herbert. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Give him 2 on the run. They need a lot more than that coming up here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
He certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. K.J. Osborne deep for Minnesota. Taken from just outside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Alexander Madison leading this Vikings offense out there to begin the next drive. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they were able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Madison fighting him off. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Buying time under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The kick by Joseph is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Daniil Hunter, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now we get a look at their most recent draft class, and you need to get real familiar with some of these names here because this front office thinks that these are going to be guys that have an impact for them on Sundays for years to come.
I think you're exactly right about that, and what I know about this group doing the drafting, it's not all about instant value when they put their class together. They wanted every pick to be somebody they see as a starter, maybe not today, but someone they can develop to make him one within the first couple of seasons. How about their strategy? All about long-term upside, and they added a ton of it this spring.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now Osborne to return it. Look at the spin. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Play fake. Cousins. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
A second down throw for Cousins. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Cousins now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this 1st half of football. Out of the gun, Herbert. There's a nice move, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Herbert now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Here's 2nd and 3. To the air again, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Forced out to his left. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, Ben, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, Cousins again. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. And I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner.
Again, Herbert. He's got Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Herbert on third down now. And that one too wide and incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. Cameron Dicker on that to try to field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. It's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. Desmond Ridder with a couple of touchdown passes. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. J.K. Dobbins with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Jamal Williams, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. The Vikings got a solid performance in that first half from their veteran signal caller, Kirk Cousins. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And Davis continues to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they're going on offense now to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and
gets through and now an opening. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On the option, here's Eckler. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager.
Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Off the play fake, Cousins.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Now a give to Madison. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They go play action. Cousins steps away. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And he's finally shoved out all the way up at midfield. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On play action, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. C.J. Hahn, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield.
bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Herbert throwing again. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert now. And he is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. On first down, Justin Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Herbert. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's Herbert now on second down. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Cousins with a throw here, caught by Addison. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Cousins here to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Vikings going to... to their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Herbert on first down now.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's to the 15.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chargers ready to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing, and partner, they do have some good news though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously you're